What is going on, movie lovers? Welcome back to Apocalypse Movies, or welcome if this is your very first time. I am Jacob Bartley, and this is my classic review for The Little Mermaid, the Disney animated film from 1989, directed by Ron Clements and John Musker. It was kind of the first film of the Disney Renaissance era after the writers and the creative team were kind of kicked off the Disney lot and had to relocate to a new building, and Disney animation was kind of dead at this point, and they made this Little Mermaid movie, which kind of brought Disney back to glory as far as animated films go. And you can learn all about that in the documentary film called Waking Sleeping Beauty. It's an amazing documentary about Disney animation coming back in the late 80s and the 90s and really creating some of the most classic, forget animation, some of the most classic films of all time, whether you're talking The Lion King, Aladdin, The Little Mermaid. All of these films came from this decade, from 1989 to 1999, and it's just a flood of great quality, amazing films, and The Little Mermaid kind of kicked it off. So as far as classic reviews go with the Disney animated classics, this is kind of the first one I wanted to do because I recently watched it. I watched it twice actually in the past couple weeks, and it's really truly incredible. I mean, there's some problems and there's some time era issues to where if this movie came out today, it would probably get a lot of crap for being sexist, but for the time it came out and for what it is, it's beautiful. It's an amazing film, and the music and the animation is amazing. And before I get into it, I mean, The Little Mermaid's been out for 40 years or however long it's been out. So I might mention little spoilers here and there. So if you haven't seen The Little Mermaid, maybe come back and watch this later. Go watch the film. I definitely recommend that you watch it. But man, I want to start with the music. The music is incredible. Jodie Benson's voice, even in the dialogue and the singing, is perfect. I mean, she is Ariel, obviously, but she brought this character to life with that voice. It's amazing. And just when the story's going on, and then the story goes to a point to where the song needs to come in and kick in, like you hear the little sounds start to, the songs start to come in, and like Under the Sea is amazing. The Oscar-winning song Under the Sea, it won Best Song that year at the Oscars. And every song in this movie is amazing. Kiss the Girl, Part of Your World, like it's all incredible. And I first and foremost, the music is an amazing thing, and it probably led to music being a heavy involvement in Aladdin and The Lion King and Beauty and the Beast. So The Little Mermaid kind of kicked this off for them. I love Ariel. Ariel and Belle are my two favorite Disney princesses. Yes, there's an attraction thing there. They obviously made these female characters look attractive, but also it's just well, for Belle, I'll talk about Belle when I do a Beauty and the Beast classic review for 1991. But for Ariel, I just love how adventurous she is and how she's tired of this life under the sea and she wants to explore man. And people can relate to that. You know, some people grow up in small towns, or some people grow up in a certain area or a place where they feel stuck and they want to go out and explore the world. And so that storyline alone is very, very relatable. And I think when you start from that premise and then you build around it, it's really great. And of course, it's based off the old original story of The Little Mermaid, but Disney took their own version of it. Ursula is a great villain, and Ursula leads me to this other part of this movie where this movie is dark. It's for kids, but it is super, super dark. Ursula is basically a demon who's collecting souls by having people sign over their soul and trade for something. That is completely dark, and as a kid, you don't really understand that. I didn't understand it. You know, as a kid, that went way over my head, but as an adult, I'm like, holy crap, like, they really went there with this. Like, she's literally, all those little, you know, creatures that she's collecting are people's souls, and it's like Ariel signs her soul over to a demon in order to go up to on land and get this guy to fall in love with her. Now, that's where, like, I could count these as negatives, or it depends how you look at it. I mean, I don't necessarily think these things are sexist, but I think that people might find them to be sexist. Now, in order for Ariel to fulfill her dream of living on land, she has to make this guy fall in love with her. That kind of degrades women in a way, making it seem like, oh, you can only do this amazing thing if you have a man like get this man to fall in love with you and bring you into this world. I could see how that could be a problem. Also, Ariel gets her voice taken away, you know, from Ursula like 30 minutes into the film, and it's like you have your main character is a female character, and for most of the movie she can't talk, so she has no say in a lot of things. And I know it works at the time for the movie, but I could see those two things being a very big problem if it came out, let's say, in 2017. But personally, it doesn't bother me. But if I were to point out some negatives, those would be the negatives for me. But other than that, the animation is just so colorful and beautiful. All the side characters are amazing. Her father, Triton, is amazing. Sebastian, and then Flounder. They're all, like, all these side characters make, like, surrounding Ariel make it so great. Eric is a really cool character. Like, it's just a fun, entertaining time, but also has, like, serious dark elements which might appeal to adults more. So overall, I think The Little Mermaid holds up very, very well over time. It is definitely a classic in my opinion, animated or not, and I really do recommend checking it out if you haven't seen it, or if you haven't seen it in a while. Go watch The Little Mermaid again. It's amazing. You're going to have Under the Sea stuck in your head for 3 weeks like I have once you rewatch The Little Mermaid or watch it for the first time. Alright, well, that's going to do it for my classic review of The Little Mermaid. I am Jacob Bartley. Hop in the comment section and let me know what you thought of my review and what you think of The Little Mermaid in general. Does it hold up to you? Also, hit that like button if you like this video and subscribe to Apocalypse Movies. Thanks for watching. Until next time, take care.